and without that you're going to have fat around your belly is going to go, and you're going to have beautiful six-pack if you do this consistently. Welcome to Just Beast. I'm your trainer Jasper Bravo. On this video we're talking about how to get abs, six-pack abs at home naturally, without any equipment at home, that is. So first we're starting with the diet, because we are always told that abs are built in the kitchen, right? So of course that's true in a way, because majority of whatever that is covering your abs, that is not making your abs to appear, is usually fats. And these fats, they usually we build them up, or for lack of a better word, or we lose them depending on the type of diet that we're having. So number one, now let me just take you to this very fast. On the diet, if you're talking about diet that makes you to have a funny, so much fat around your stomach, it means you're having what is called visceral fats. And visceral fats are the ones that are mainly caused by having too much insulin. Those are the fats that are inside your organs, the ones that are surrounding your organs. They're not the ones, that's the ones that make your stomach look that big. So how do you get rid of this type of fat? Number one, you control your insulin. And how do you control your insulin? We're starting with the number one thing you do is make sure that you don't eat food that usually high in sugar, food that is not digested really fast, food which are in lower like glycemic index. These are those foods that when you eat them, the high sugar food, these are like the highly processed food. These are the food that when you eat them, they indicate to your body that you need to release insulin. And because of that, it makes, since they activate insulin inside your system, it means that insulin is that hormone that shows you that you need to, that regulates the amount of blood sugar you're having. So when you eat so much of these highly processed food which are highly processed with a lot of sugar, which are high in glycemic index, what is really going to happen to you is that you're going to have what is called, your insulin is going to be less sensitive. When you have so much insulin, your insulin become less sensitive. And when your insulin become less sensitive, you suffer from what is called insulin resistance. And when you have insulin resistance, you'll tend to store so much sugar in your system in form of fats. So I know that is quite complicated. This is something we have talked about so many times, but I just need you to get this in short, in that these foods which are highly processed will affect your insulin, will make you have so much insulin, and you'll have what is called insulin resistance, which means your insulin will become less sensitive. And when your insulin becomes less sensitive, you're not able to use so much energy from the sugar, and the sugar is turned or stored in form of fats. So number one, you've declared right now that you're going to reduce those highly processed food, the food which are high in sugar. Then number two, the next thing you're going to do is you're going to stop using seed oil. The type of these seed oil are not oil which are very high in what is called omega-6 fatty acids. And these omega-6 fatty acids tend to make you have so much cortisol. And I'm going to explain to you about cortisol there. And when you have so much cortisol, you're going to have so much insulin. You understand? So one other thing that you need to stop using is seed oil. These are like corn seed oil, the sunflower oil. You guys know those oil that you use so much, but you'd rather replace them with olive oil, coconut oil, and so on and so forth. So why should you replace them with these ones? Because like for instance, coconut oil doesn't have so much omega-6, and when you have too much omega-6 fatty acid in your system, you'll have to have so much cortisol that will make you to gain those fats. So also you need to do what is called, you just stop doing that nonsense called eating those seed oil, and you replace them with those other oil like coconut oil, olive oil, and so on and so forth. Then another thing I'll need you also to do, as far as your diet is concerned, is I need you to eat your foods less frequently. Because when you eat your food so much frequently, what happens to your system is that you're always having so much like your insulin is always activated continuously, and when that happens, it will make you have so much sugar rush in your system, because so continuously when your insulin is always being activated on and off, what happens is that you're going to have what is called insulin resistance again. And when you have insulin resistance, we know what that causes. It makes you to go through what is called gaining those visceral fats. So that's another thing you need to do. Apart from that, another thing you need to do as far as your diet is concerned, so when it comes to this frequency of food, also you can go ahead and do what is called intermittent fasting. Intermittent fasting is that eating duration that is so much condensed. It means you're eating for maybe 8 hours, but if you're somebody who's so much high in weight, let's say you are overweight, I would prefer that you start with OMAD, 1 meal a day. You just choose one high dense with food which has very high quality proteins, and you eat it at once in a day, maybe in the evening or in the morning. Then you stay for the rest of hours. This is going to make your blood sugar more stable, and when your blood sugar is stable, you're also going to lose those belly fats. And apart from that, you're also going to eat less calories. And that takes me to the next point about your diet. I need you to be in what is called caloric deficit. Caloric deficit means you are simply eating less than amount of food or amount of calories that you're going to use to maintain your normal bodily function, and which means that the amount of energy that you're going to consume is less than amount of energy that your body needs to function normally. And when that happens, what causes that is your body is going to resort to burning fats so that it can use the fats to produce the extra energy that you need for you to function normally. So how do you get yourself in a caloric deficit? You get yourself in caloric deficit by simply reducing the quantity of food you normally eat, and you measure that. So if you have been eating like so very many 6 big meals, you can reduce them to 3 or 2. Then you see how your body is behaving. If you're still gaining the weight and the fat is still there, you reduce to another, let's now from 4 meals to 3 meals, and so on and so forth, until to a place where now you notice that you're continuously reducing the fats around your belly. So that's how you get yourself in a caloric deficit, which is also very important. Another way that you can also get yourself in a caloric deficit is just maintaining the amount of food you're eating, but now you increase the amount of activity you're taking part in. Because when you increase the amount of activity you're taking part in, you're going to burn more than the amount that you normally burn, and that is going to increase the amount of energy that you need to maintain your body, normal body function. Another thing that I will need you also to do as far as your diet is concerned is I need you to eat a lot of fibers. I need you to eat a lot of cruciferous, whatever the name. Those the likes of vegetables, the ones like, is it cruciferous or Man, I'm an African and English is not my first language, so that's why I don't know this word. But you know what I'm talking about, like the likes of spinach, broccoli, cabbage. Yeah, those ones, the red cabbage. Those ones are very important because they also help in burning the fats, because they help in reducing blood sugar or insulin. Another thing I'll leave you to do also is eat sprouts. Eat a lot of sprouts, especially broccoli sprouts. Why is that? Because these ones also, they have the ability to increase cortisol in your system, and the cortisol, when is reduced, is going to reduce the amount of insulin resistance, and that one is going to make you have what is called going to put you in a position where you are burning more fats around, especially around your belly area. That is what you need to do in short as far as diet is concerned, and without that you're going to have fat around your belly is going to go, and you're going to have beautiful six-pack if you do this consistently. And apart from that, also you need to do some workout, and those workout, the video is right here on the type of workout you need for you to burn belly fats and have chiseled six-pack at home. Thank God. This is the workout that you should never miss when you are doing your abs. This maybe without this you are not going to have that nice small waist, and that is, I need you to do. Welcome to Just Beast. I'm your trainer Jasper Bravo. On this video I'm just giving you tips, sure tips to burn fats around your abs. I use that person who has been suffering so much with belly fats. You're trying to look good for summer, you want to look good with your shirt off, if you're a guy that is, and if you're a lady you want to enjoy those crop tops, this is the video for you. These are the workout that you need for you to do what is called have six-pack abs, and you are starting right now. For those who have 6-pack, those who want 10 packs, those who want 8 packs, it depends on your genetics. What you care about is the number of packs you'll get. Thank God. So don't come to me later telling me, oh, I needed 10 but you gave me 8. It's all about genetics. And this video is going to be about the workout. This is the type of workouts you need for you to grow that chiseled 6-pack abs. You're starting right now. Number 1, I need you to do the type of abs workout that allows you to move your head towards your feet. Your head towards your feet. That is going to help you build the upper part of the abs. And I want to repeat this. When I tell you that it's going to build a certain part of your abs, it doesn't mean that it doesn't build other parts. For instance, if I tell you a workout is concentrating on the obliques, it doesn't mean that that's the only part it works on, because there's no specific workout that works a specific part of your abs, but it works a certain part more than the others. Okay. So even if you train your upper abs, the lower abs and the obliques are going to get the benefits anyway, but at different degree. So we are starting right now. The upper abs, I just said that you need to do the type of workouts that allows you to move your head towards your feet, and that is like crunches. Yeah, for instance, you can use crunches. That is now at home. You just do crunches. You just lie down and you make sure that you make sure that your abs are flexed throughout when you do this movement, and you move your head all the way towards your knees. It can be the knee touches. It can be the normal crunches. It can be any type of. It can be crunches with somebody holding your feet. It can, if you find it difficult to keep your feet on the ground, you can ask somebody to step on your feet, or you can put your feet below something, under something like a chair or something that can hold it for you. Then you move your head up and down and you control the movement. And as you go up and you come down, make sure you control the eccentric and the concentric, because I see some people usually just go up, then when they come down they just fall on the ground. I just need you to come back slowly and you go up, and do this to failure for, let's say, 4 to 5 sets of this one. 4, 5, 6 sets. Then that one will take care of the upper abs. Then on the lower abs, I need you to do a type of a workout that allows you to move your feet now towards your head. You're raising your feet towards your head, and this one you can do especially when lying down on the ground. Then also the same thing, the same tactics. You make sure that you make sure that your abs are tensed throughout. Number 2, as to maintain that tension throughout, so that your abs are engaged throughout the workout. Make sure you do at least, go to failure, but I'll want you to aim for at least 10 reps, but you can go to failure as many as possible, 20, 30 reps, as the stronger you get. Then also I need you to do this for 4 to 5, 6, 7, 8 sets, depending on your level of fitness. I need you to do this also with having very short rest in between the sets. As you do this, will be taking care of your lower part of the abs. Then there will be this side which is called the obliques. How do you take care of these obliques? This part here, that when you raise your up, people just see these places, because I see people, you may be having a very nice flat belly, but beside here is just where there's a lot of fat there. So how you take care of this is you do a lot of twisting movements, the movements that allow your body to move across, your upper body to move across your lower body. And this one can be like star crunches, it can be bicycle crunches, all those types. And also you make sure that you control the movement all as you go all the way. And there are people usually do this so fast without twisting the whole body. I need you to twist your body fully so that you engage this part of the abs, and also make sure that your abs are tensed throughout, so that you allow them to be engaged throughout the movement. So you do this also. You can do 10 sets, 10 reps this side, 10 reps this side, then you rest. You do the same for 5, 6, 7 or 8 sets. Also you do this as you rest. So you can choose to do this as a circuit, which means you do the lower one, the side one, the upper one, then you repeat. Or you can do the lower one, you have a set, you relax, then you relax again until you're done with the set, then you go to the other side, on how you like it. This is just your preference on how you want it. But if you want to finish the whole workout really fast, you can do it at a circuit. First set you do the oblique, let's say the arm twist, then you go do the crunches, then the reverse crunches, then you go to the next one, which I was just about to explain to you, that you usually notice that maybe you're asking me this, that why is it that my stomach is protruded? I don't know how to protrude mine, but there's that issue, like you find that somebody's stomach is kind of protruded. You are wondering, how can I take care of this one is because there's inner part, there's this upper layer of the muscle that we usually see, the one that shows, but inside it there's another layer of ab muscle that we don't see from outside. That is the one that, if it's the one that holds your system together. So when it's not, if it's weak, if it's really weak, it will make your stomach to be protruded. That's why you find some people who have very well chiseled abs, but you see them having a pot belly, wondering what's happening, and they look also lean at the same time. In that case, it means that muscle is super weak because of maybe how moving around, this gravity, activities, eating a lot, all those stuff that may be causing the muscle inside to be super weak. So how do you strengthen this muscle? This takes me to the last workout that you need to do this is the workout that you should never miss when you are doing your abs. This maybe without this you are not going to have that nice small waist, and that is, I need you to do any types of planking position. This can be roll out, the one that you do with the machine, the one you roll out, or you can also do planks, the normal planks, step out planks, any type of planks, because anytime you put yourself in that plank position and you make sure that your abs are tucked in, you make sure you tuck your ab in anytime you're in that plank position, or when you're doing your rollout, make sure that, I'll give you a deep tutorial on how to do rollouts very well, but just on a rough idea on how to do it is that anytime you're doing the rollouts, make sure that your stomach is tucked in and your back is not arched, so you're in a kind of rounded position but your stomach is also tucked in. So I'll show you that in future. One of these videos is coming soon on that. Yeah, so also this one, I need you also to do this in a sets of 4 to 8 depending on your level of strength, and you continuously do this. And above all, after doing all these workouts, so as you make your program, make sure you incorporate all these workouts that I've given you guys. Make sure you incorporate each and every one of them in your workout, and you make sure that you're doing them continuously. So if you're having that ab issues, it means you really need this so badly. And if you want this badly, how many times do you need to train your abs in a day? I need you to train your abs like any other part of the body. I need you to train your abs. Since you badly want this, I need you to train it 4 to 6 times in a week. So how do you do this? You can be doing it alternating days, or you can be training them daily, or you can be training different part of the abs on a different day. Then you rest one day on a weekend, then you repeat continuously. I need you to train them so very many sessions. Anytime a body part of your body, any part of my body is always lagging, and any type of your body when it's lagging, what you need to do to fix it is to train it more. Actually, people say that you are going to overtrain it, but I've never seen that on me. I actually notice that when any body part is just lagging behind, you just need to train it more frequently. So if you've been training your abs once per week and you expect it to grow, and it's been a year and nothing is happening, maybe you're doing everything right, but the workout are just not enough. I need you to fix that by be brutal about it. Make it 4 times in a week. 4 times in a week is not going to be easy if you're doing it right. It's going to be burning, it's going to be painful, and it's going to be beneficial. And above all, I need you to stay consistently doing this. I don't need you to stop, and be patient, because maybe you might think that it's going to take a week, a month. Whatever that body you are seeing, you are admiring on somebody, it took them years to build. It never took them weeks as you may think. So you never know. Yours might be shorter, it might take you a week. I don't know, but it's always better to expect it to take longer, so that when it takes shorter, it will be on the winning side, rather than thinking that it's going to take shorter, then it takes longer, then maybe you give up before that time comes, right? And also, if you say that abs is always built in the kitchen. After doing all these workouts, these will be useless if you don't have a good diet. So there's a video right here on a diet on how to build your abs at home. You need to watch that. Let me see you in the next one.